This is Beer 30 Sports O'Clock. Hey. Oh, that didn't do anything. All right. Well, Bri, how you feeling today?
I'm feeling pretty good.
Pretty good? Okay.
How about you?
I'm a little thrilled.
Ooh, about
Enthralled. First off, let's do this right. Right. Let's do this right. Now it's time for news you can booze to. All right, now we can do that. All right, so playoffs, finals equal madness. And it has been nothing but madness. Listen, if you followed the Stanley Cup final, if you followed the NBA finals, you know as well as I do that it has been phenomenal sports. Basketball, hockey, all of the above. Stanley Cup Finals has had 2 OT wins. Overtime wins, for those who don't know what OT means. Both teams won by overtimes. First two is Edmonton and single overtime. Yes, you heard me right. Single fucking overtime. Crazy. And then the Panthers, who were leading the entire game, lost the lead in 17 seconds like their counterparts in basketball finals. And the Panthers figured a way to fucking win in double OT. Insane. Insane. I don't know.
It took them a while, but they got there.
Sense a little hate in your voice.
I'm just saying, as someone who is a fan of the Panthers, they kind of shit the bed.
I mean, you sound like a hater.
I can hate both teams equally.
Wow.
And I don't want Edmonton to win. So
I mean, I can understand that, but man, McJesus, the second coming,
they just gave it to them at the end. And then okay. Like in the third, they just let it go. Like in those 17 seconds, they let it go.
That was one of the best moves I have ever seen a human do. That man is not human. McDavid and my boy Lou, who I did not know his name.
My man, who I did not know.
I did not know his name. Drysdale have been going crazy, and that move was crazy as fuck. Like, what do you mean? They did not give shit. Listen, you would have gave it up on all fours for that move right there. I would have gave it up on all fours for that move. That move was crazy. That move was crazy, which we'll talk about later. It's going 7, so be ready because it is split 1-1. And I mean, listen, if you're a fan of hockey, you're happy with this because you get to watch longer. If you're a fan of the Panthers, then you will suffer. If you're a fan of Edmonton, you will suffer as well. But for those of us who have no dog in the fight, who don't care who wins because our team didn't fucking make it, and you just want to see good, fiery fucking hockey, 7 games is what you really wish for. Just saying. I'm just saying. And Bri was correct. I hate to say it. Bri was right.
I'm going to revel in this moment.
Fuck
Ziggy
off.
saying I'm right. Oh, my God.
It'll be the last. No. The Stars players apparently did not appreciate their coach, or should I say former coach, saying what he said about Adi, because the Stars let him go. Mm-hmm. Stars let him go, and the real question now is who's next? And I got odds. You got odds too. I sent this to you too as well, Bri. Don't act so bougie about this. Betting odds which I think which is really weird at the name at the top of this list because I don't even know who this is. And
He used to play for the Stars, actually.
Right. Everyone I've been seeing, like all the fans have been saying Madonna, we want Madonna, blah, blah, blah. But everybody's like, no, not that former player. And Manny Malhotra is 3-1. 3-1. And for those of you like Bri who don't know what that means.
Okay, I know what it means. I just couldn't figure out how.
I just had to throw the jab because I told you were right. I just had to throw the jab.
The list you gave me.
So anyway, 3-1 odds are Manny Malhotra, whatever.
That was great.
Yeah, it was. Thank you. Second on that list at 7-2 odds is Jay Leach, and then 4-1, and I'm not doing the rest, is Dave Haxtell. Honest to God truth, I only know one name, and that's because I had to research it. And I don't want any of those hires. If I'm a Stars fan, I do want Madonna. He was the famous one. He knows what it takes to win. Did he win a Stanley Cup? Yes. Yeah, he did, right? He did. Thank you for the voice in the background. He did win a Stanley Cup.
You a voice. I gave you a look.
I know. Bri just gave me the dirtiest fucking Dallas Stars, know your Stars shit. Y'all forget I just became a hockey fan. I'm just now a Stars fan. It's the only team in Dallas that I fuck with heavy besides the Wings. Go Wings. Yeah, Paige, we miss you. It's the only team that I root for wholeheartedly. And the Wings I just became a fan of. So
I'm rooting for Neil Graham.
Judge me not. Really?
Yeah. Neil Graham, he's the head coach of the Texas Stars. They're the AHL team.
I keep hearing about him. I haven't seen anything.
Hold on. The voice of Jesus.
We're not talking to the voice of Jesus right now. Why do you want him to be the next head coach?
I think he'd be a good next head coach just because of the way he is with the younger players.
Okay.
He has trained the Texas Stars are currently still in the AHL finals right now.
I heard that as well.
They're playing for the trophy right
now, yeah.
And so, I don't know. I think he'd just be a good coach for the younger players that we have coming in and that we have right now. Mm-hmm. And as much as I love Jamie Benn, Tyler Seguin, all our older guys, and I do love them, and they have gotten us very far.
Are you saying what I think you're about to say?
Too old.
What the fuck? Are you age shaming?
I am.
Wow.
I'm age shaming a little bit.
We got to find a new producer.
We're getting outplayed by younger guys.
McDavid is not young.
I'm not talking about him.
That's who we lost to.
I know.
And Dreishel's not that young. That's who we lost to. I mean, in hockey years, they're very young. They're 28 and 29 or some shit. Yeah. They're young. But their hockey years not young. Are you crazy?
I just think Jamie Benn's getting too old. And I do love and respect him. And I think he is an amazing captain.
I didn't say it. I just want y'all to know I ain't say it. Jamie, if you're looking for somebody, I'll give you Bri's address, okay? Because I ain't say it. Know where I live. I ain't say it. I mean, I ain't say it.
Again, I will reiterate, he is an amazing player. He is a great captain, and all the players agree he is an amazing captain. I just feel like I don't know. We need someone who's going to be able to teach the younger kids.
This took a turn for the worst. What the fuck is going on here?
Yeah.
Wow. I was not expecting that.
I'm just saying, what did
Jamie, I don't have no beef.
I'm just saying, what did he do
I want you to retire a fucking
nothing.
Star. I want you to retire. Wow, nothing.
I'm not saying he should retire right now. But I don't know. Back to the whole coaching thing. I think it should be someone who can teach the younger guys, not just take care of the older guys that have been around for years.
That's crazy to me. But I have heard that name quite a few times, and then I heard the thing about the AHL. I think, honestly, to me, I honestly think that would be a smart hire because, one, he's young. You can get him cheap. You can keep him for a while and things like that. Give him life-changing money for his life. And also, like you said, coach up the young guys.
And since he already coaches the guys that we
pull in. Yeah, facts. Him. Yeah. I give you that. That's smart. I mean, I like it.
Oh, my God. I'm right and I'm smart.
That was smart. I give you that. I know.
Today.
I'm giving too many right now. Jamie, what she said about you, I don't agree. Okay, look for her, not for me. Okay, I know this is look for her. Anyway, the NBA Finals equals Madness 2.0. Because OKC also had the lead the entire fucking game. And then in the last 17 seconds, or 20 seconds, they gave it away. And Hali does what Hali does. Game winning. He has become one of the most clutch players of all time. Listen, I've been watching basketball since I even knew what a basketball was, and I don't remember feeling like this since, dare I say, I hated him. Kobe as a player. I hated Kobe as a player.
R.I.P.
Rest in peace. Yeah, I respect.
You're mad at me for Jamie Benn and you're calling out a dead man? Oh.
First off, I'm not calling out a dead man. First off, that is wild. Second of all, I am a diehard Nets fan. Been a Nets fan since Jason Kidd, Vince Carter. All of them got there. When all of them got there, they were the original light-skinned Negroes on the squad. They were the original light-skinned squad. Fuck the Warriors. It was the Nets. It was the Nets. It was the Nets. We were also swept by the fucking Lakers. I hate Shaq, and I hate as a player, not a human being. I respect Shaq's business acumen. He's a goofball, but I mean, he's smart as shit. Also, respect Kobe. Rest in peace. All praise. Sad he lost his life before he got a chance to be the great director and second, you know what I mean, like storytelling, because he wants to do kind of what now Ken Griffey, or he wanted to do, excuse me. He wanted to do kind of what Ken Griffey Jr. is now doing, finding something else that you're good at in sports and media and things like that. Ken Griffey is now, if you haven't seen, taking pictures and doing stuff like that. Like, he's telling a different story from behind the lens. You know what I'm saying? So Kobe wanted to do the same thing. We didn't get to see that, unfortunately. But as a player, as a Laker, matter of fact, he is the reason that I despise the Lakers. I despise the Lakers. I laugh at their misery. I was mad about the Lakers getting Luka, but not because I'm a Mavs fan, because it made the Lakers better.
Facts.
Simple. Simply put, I want them to be continuing to be the laughingstock of the league, but I digress. Kobe and Shaq swept the Nets twice. So I hate them. I hate the Lakers. Kobe is a Laker. Sorry. As a player. I'm sorry. Anyway, I haven't felt like that since watching Kobe and Jordan, and like Hali is clutch as fuck and just makes some of the luckiest shots, miracle shots we've ever seen. The Knicks game, the Cavs game, and that's the thing is, like, we can literally say, even though I feel like he got robbed of the MVP, but you know, whatever, he literally has had throughout this entire playoff series moments, bigger than life moments, and no one can tell me otherwise. Now, Oklahoma did come back and blow them out the next game. They made sure there wasn't going to be no motherfucking lead losing this time. It was a fantastic comeback, game one, but game two just, it wasn't even close. But again, I don't know what to think at this point. I still think I hope it's gonna go 7, because if it goes 7, sports fans, we get to watch. And for those of you fucking nerds, I just want to complain real quick. I don't get to complain very often, but those of you don't.
I don't know about that.
Bri, that was fucked up. But you are not wrong. But anyway, those nerds that keep saying, "Oh, this is the most unwatched basketball series, finals, blah blah blah." What are you working for the networks? Oh, now all of a sudden you want to be for the NBA and the networks and all the money being tossed around. Shut the fuck up and enjoy basketball, or just say you're not a fan and sit down and let us basketball fans enjoy the greatness on display. Because even though it was a blowout, Oklahoma adjusted and did some greatness and had some great moments during that game. The entire starting five had double digits. Also, one of the things that we haven't seen in a really long time in the finals, but you wouldn't know that because you're too busy crying about the ratings. Shut up. All right. I'm done. Now it's time to switch up sports. Oh, we do have to do an honorable mention for the NFL. There was some news. Aaron Rodgers signed with the Pittsburgh Steelers. 1 year, like $10 million. I don't know how he keeps getting paid. As a Packer fan, I don't really care. As a football fan, I mean, it makes the Steelers a little better. Mason Rudolph was not the fucking answer. But, it's kind of like, I don't know. The Steelers just, I don't know what's going on with the Steelers. It's just not doing it for me. And also in Packers news or NFL news, Jair Alexander was released today. I'm sad, but I'm not surprised. He missed a lot of games his career with the Packers. He's been dealing with an injury, a leg, calf, knee injury since like 2020, 21. No, 22, I'm sorry. And it's just been lingering. And listen, when you are healthy, Jair, you are the number one DB out there, and there's no question about it. When you're not, you're not. So they shored up their defensive secondary by signing up Nate Hobbs and signing up McKinney and continue to pump in rookies and trying to get, younger guys an opportunity. Jair, I understand it, and I think it's because of the money, and that's just really what it was. If he would have took a prove me deal, I think he'd still be there. But he didn't, so he's no longer a Packer. Also in other news, Nick Chubb passed his physical and is now a Houston Texan. Again, we really don't care. Moving right along. Since we're on depressing and fucking I hate this news, the Longhorns won their first ever softball World Series.
That looks painful for you to say.
It was. Very fucking painful. Boomer Sooner all day. Boomer Sooner all day. The dynasty has fallen. I feel like I'm going to cry because the Longhorns won, and I hate it.
I mean, it fell like a few games ago, but.
I mean, you ain't got to do that. You could just, you ain't.
Boomer Sooner fell a while ago, babes.
You know what? Fuck off. Now you're wrong. Now you're wrong, motherfucker. No. All right. I'm sorry. Just see. Bri just knows how to agitate me when it comes to my teams. Like my rivals, she just keeps poking me. But in good news, shout out to the Texas Tech pitcher, Najee Kennedy, whatever. Even though she lost in the championship, she got an NIL deal to go to Texas Tech. $1 million NIL deal, might I add, which softball, what? $1 million to underhand throw?
Hey.
Not disrespectfully. Sorry, respectfully. Respectfully, because she could probably strike me the fuck out.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna hold you.
With that ball.
If she hit me, I'd probably fucking die.
For sure.
Yeah, so, but she could probably strike me out. But $1 million? Listen, ladies, softball, college, they looking for players. That kind of money thrown around there. What?
It's a hard sport. Have you ever played?
Softball, yeah. I mean, not professionally or anything, but I mean, shit. Anyway, I just thought it was crazy. And she got another deal to stay at Texas Tech after throwing all 18 games, being the first pitcher to throw every pitch until the World Series, which I believe she was out for one game or whatever. Mm-hmm. Fuck you. That's crazy. So shout out to her. Fuck you. Even though she's on the wrong, because she beat my team. You know what I'm saying? So, I
would think you would root for them so then the Longhorns wouldn't win.
I was rooting for Texas Tech. When they lost that one game, I was like, fuck. But then they won the second game, and I was jumping up and down like I was a Texas Tech fan. Mm-hmm. And then something in me just said, Longhorns got this. And I just stopped watching. And I was right. And it was sick.
You were like that Tyra Banks meme.
We were all rooting for you. Yes, facts. We were all rooting for you. I don't know. Texas winning anything just makes my stomach hurt and my skin crawl. So, fuck the Longhorns. Yeah. Anyway, congrats to them as well. While we're switching up sports and winners, let's talk about titties. Bri don't know shit about none of this. Bri like, what? I got second place. No. Shout out to my girl Coco Gauff. Gauff.
Tennis. I thought you said something different. I was so confused. I was like,
what'd you think I said?
I thought you said, shout out titty. I was like, Ziggy. Ziggy. No.
I mean, shout out to titties too. I mean,
my
what?
My face was like that. I was like, Ziggy, you can't say that.
My bad. Shout out to titties too, though. Like, I mean, I was talking about tennis. I don't know where her mind was going with that, but I said confused. Tennis. I don't know. But
I feel like I know a little bit more about tennis than I do about basketball.
There you go. So. Shout out to Coco Gauff, who beat the fan favorite apparently in the Roland Garros tournament on the clay. Nice. She won the Open in 2023, and then she won this, which is a big tournament. I'm not a tennis fan, so don't come at me. Don't at me, bro. I don't know shit about tennis except for how to hit the ball it's got to be in the lines, okay? That's all I know, okay? But she is following in the footsteps of one of the one of the female greatest, Serena, and the comparison is scary because they both won, before the age of 22, because they're both 21, right? Or they were both 21. Mm-hmm. So it's crazy. I don't know. I was like, I want to play this and fuck this Ariana Sablanka lady. But I do want to talk about this a little bit, Bri, because is this just what women do? They just be hating on other women all the time? Is this like normal for y'all?
Yeah.
Wow. I was just making unforced errors. Like, I don't know. I have to check the statistics. I think she won the match not because she played incredible, just because I made all of those mistakes from, like, if you look from the outside, kind of like from an easy balls.
But is it harder because it's the final of the Grand Slam? I mean, these events are so much bigger than everything else.
Hurts. I mean, especially when you've been playing really great tennis during the whole week. You know, you've been playing against a lot of tough opponents, Olympic champion Iga, you know, and then you go out and you play really bad. Like, I don't know, I think if Iga would win me another day, I think she would go out today and she would get the win. It just, you know, like, it just hurts. Honestly, it hurts. Like, been playing really well, and then in the last match, go out there and perform like I did. That hurts.
First off,
take accountability.
Yeah, like, what the fuck, man? First off,
you had a bad day. Take accountability.
You had a bad day, cool. But to say that she didn't beat you because she wasn't playing great, and then backdoored it with the shit that she said about the girl who she just beat, talking about if Iga, which is the player that she beat to get to the finals, if she would have won the whole thing. Like, how disrespectful. My God. Oh, my God. Again, Why are women like that, bro? That is so crap. Bri, sorry, bro. Bri, bro.
Bri, bro. Yeah. I don't know. Like, to me, she needs to take accountability. Coco is probably one of the best tennis players around
If not
right now.
Right now, yeah.
Right now. And this other person, I have no idea who she is.
You don't watch tennis, though. You don't watch tennis, though.
Okay, I'm glad she's the number one tennis player in the world. Not right now. She had a bad day. She needs to accept that. And not just bring down Coco because, hey, you sucked one day. Sorry. Everyone has bad days.
That's a fair assessment.
But don't say Coco is a worse player than you because of that.
Or you could just say that she played a good match. She adapted.
Ashley is coming.
She adapted to the outer limits of all. She adapted to this.
So I have a quick comment.
Okay.
She's from Belarus.
Okay.
Could it be because her English isn't as great? That maybe what she, granted, do I think the way it was worded was terrible, but could that maybe be part of the problem?
Maybe. No. Maybe.
Because
if she wouldn't,
because English isn't her first language.
True.
Just gonna throw that out there real fast.
If she wouldn't have backdoored with the comment of Iga would have won the whole thing, then I would have said, yeah, you're right. But that's why I let the whole clip play, because I was like, I mean, I could say that too, because most basketball players will say that too. They'll be like, we had a bad game and they played better. Not to say we suck, or not to say that they played better.
I just wanted to point that out though, because I feel like that's not something that has been said.
I mean, it hasn't been said because the woman backdoored Iga as gonna win the whole damn thing. If she wouldn't have said Iga was gonna win the whole thing, then I think we would have been all right. We'd have been like, damn, that's this wouldn't even be a story. But she backdoored the disrespect. And here's the thing, Coco, how can you not root for this girl? Like, Coco is such a class act, and if you know her story, like how long she's been watching tennis and growing up playing tennis and things like that, like, she is the next one. Like, and to be disrespected like this and still handle it very, very well on the podium, just very well.
Sitting here, and last time I played, no, like to Iga or anything, but I played her and I won in straight sets. So, yeah, I don't think that's a fair thing to say, because anything can really happen. And yeah, honestly, I mean, the way Irina was playing the last few weeks, she was the favorite to win. So I think she was the best person that I could have played in the final. Her being number one in the world, she was the best person to play. So I think I got the hardest matchup, just if you go off stats alone. Obviously, Iga being a champion here, it was going to be a tough match either way. But yeah, I think regardless of who I played, I think I had a good shot to win, and I definitely had that belief. And if you ask me, like, honestly speaking to you guys, who I wanted to play, it was Iga, just because I felt Irina was playing so good, and she was. So, but also Iga is a tough opponent too. So honestly, neither of them would have been a better shot, but it played out how it played out, and yeah, that's why I'm here today. Again,
shout out to Iga, whoever this Iga person is. I don't know tennis like that, but she getting slugs. She didn't even do nothing. She catches strays. She catches strays left and right. Like, damn. But here's the thing. She mentioned Arniana, whatever her name is, and she mentioned her as being the number one player, statistically speaking. All these things. It was very common. Yeah, she was happy to play her. It wasn't like, oh, well, I got, I just played better. I dominated this. That. No, it was like very
humble.
Sportsman, humble-esque. And y'all claim this is what y'all want. But anyway, I'm going to leave that alone, because we all know there's some other shit with that. But I digress. It is time now for the beer flight of the night. YDC and the Sunset Lounge will be at the Frisco Rough Riders Thirsty Thursday games all season. You'll spot us in the lazy river, sitting in the stands, or maybe just wandering the crowd. Go to ridersbaseball.com/specials and use code Let's Ride 25. Quench your thirst on Thirsty Thursdays with YDC and the Sunset Lounge. First up, we have Sierra Nevada Hazy Little Thing IPA, if you can see there. This is a popular can, I'm not going to lie, but it was time. It's 6.7. And they're family owned and operated and argued over, as all families do. I got a tall boy. I don't know why. And
it's what we could get.
I'm not. Whoa. I'm not complaining. And it's from Chico, California, as well as Mills River. That's probably why I'm seeing them more often, because I remember when Sierra Nevada wasn't that big of a brewery, and they were only out of Chico, California. And I remember this because they were one of the first beers I had on my beer journey. It wasn't this one, but it was
the pale ales, the summer ale.
I don't fucking remember. It was some years ago, and I probably blacked out later. All right, so first up is them. And you're going to tell me that I'm horribly wrong about this. Oh, okay. Smells like beer.
Yeah.
It's not too hoppy.
It's like a basic hazy IPA.
Yeah.
It's supposed to have juicy hops. It's fruit forward.
By the way, if you haven't seen, you should get you a Beer 30 cup.
Pictures on our socials.
Link will be available always. I'm sorry.
In the description.
In the description, yeah.
So it's supposed to have like citrus fruit hops, not really like fruity, like as in like pineapple or anything, but it's like orange, lemon.
I mean, I can see the oranges, the citrusy taste to it. I can see why this can is so popular and why it's going everywhere, because it's not a heavy beer, even though it is 6.7. It's not it doesn't leave a hoppy taste in your mouth. Pause. It doesn't overpower you with beer. It's a very it's a very hazy commercial style beer.
You could say it's a hazy little thing.
Gay. Way to go, Bri. That was dum. And I know it's this. I know that's what it's called, but dude, come on, Bri. We've been doing so good.
You were saying it's hazy, but like not really. So it's like hazy a little bit.
Yeah, it's a little whatever.
It's in a moosh boosh.
And another number 2. I'm sorry.
No, I was just saying
another.
Thor.
I thought you were gonna say something
movie?
else. Who?
Thor. The first one where he
I
has a beer,
did see
he chugs
Thor.
It and he throws it on the ground. He says another.
I didn't see that part.
Okay.
What the hell is going on my screen here? Hold up. I lost my screen. Sorry. All right. So anyway, next up is New Belgium, which we've found a new liking to New Belgium. So we'll say that. Voodoo Ranger Imperial IPA. Listen, I've had this before. There's no need to talk about this too much. I didn't realize it was this light coming out of the can. Oh.
Yeah.
Don't worry, your Beer 30 Sports O'Clock mug won't have black specks on it.
Hey. She's 9%. She's from Colorado.
Fort Collins, Colorado, actually. Yeah, I know.
Oh, look at you. It's
Yeah.
more like a piney
So this
IPA, not really like a fruity one.
this has become one of my easy does it IPAs, right? So like the reason I say easy does it, so where Sierra is like more commercial, kind of like, it's just there. It's just nothing slaps you. This slaps you. This also doesn't overpower slap you. It's not like the slap knockouts we watch when on Facebook with the people catching concussions for money on live. Have you seen that where people they're standing it's like a tournament where they're standing across from each other and slap each other?
I thought you were about to say like the people whenever they have water in their mouths and they hip slap each other with the tortilla.
That is actually low-key a very good comparison.
Okay, there we go.
on accident. But that's really good. That's what this reminds me of. It's a fun slap in the face. Although slaps in the face,
They're not usually fun.
they're not usually fun.
I
but
would
this
drink
is a
this
fun
at a
one.
concert.
At a baseball game. On a late September, though. It's too
Not a summer.
Not a summer beer. Not a summer. I mean, you can drink it during the summer, but it's a really like in the pool beer. Baseball game ain't no pool.
I think this next one is more of like a poolside beer, in my opinion.
And that would be
The St. Arnold Art Car.
St. Arnold just be doing this Saint La Saint thing going on. And I'm not going to lie, we have never had a Saint from Texas, so I'm still trying to figure out why, but the patron saint of brewers, they just know what they be doing with these cans. They're very strategic with the same move, different color schemes, different wild, whatever. If it's like a hoppy beer, it'll be green. Lawnmower is one of their other ones that are kind of famous that people like, and it looks like it has a bag of grass on it.
Yeah.
This one's more of like spray paint because
like if summer, like pool vibes.
Really, because it's called Art Car IPA. Let's do that. By the way, it's 7.1%. I think Bri's trying to get me drunk. What the fuck? That's 9, 7, and 6. Almost 7.
I like that on the St. Arnold, the saint is always holding Texas in the palm of its hand.
Yeah, because they're from like Houston. Yeah, they're from Houston, Texas. 77020. I said no, Mike Jones. I didn't sound like Mike Jones.
No.
So here's the thing about this. Excuse me, I was burping and smelling at the same time. It was crazy. That was crazy. Excuse me, I'm sorry.
What's the smell like?
It keeps giving me indigestion. Is what it smells.
Do you need water?
Keeps giving me gas. God damn. No, honestly, it doesn't smell like an IPA, like your typical IPA. It looks a little darker than you. I mean, it looks about right. Actually, I take it back. It looks about right for your IPA.
It looks like the color of an IPA, but it's supposed to be lighter bodied than a normal IPA.
Belgium, who is stronger, is lighter as fuck, deceivingly. All right. I can see where you get light from.
Apricot.
Apricot.
Apricots are in there. Take another sip.
I don't know what apricots.
Close your eyes.
I don't know what apricots. Look, I automatically close my eyes. What the hell's wrong with me? I don't know. I don't know what apricots taste like.
Apricots, do you know what they look like? They're like little tiny orange fruits that taste similar to raisins but aren't.
Listen. Oh, well.
And like tropical fruits and mango. Like they're, to me, when I ate an apricot for the first time, it was a mix between like a mango and a raisin.
Wow, what a fucking mix. What?
Like it was like shriveled up like a raisin and like this big, like a quarter size.
This don't sound good. I don't like raisins, so this don't sound good at all.
But it tasted like a mango.
Okay. So here's the thing, right? It doesn't taste like an IPA. It actually tastes more like a tangy lager. Does that make sense?
Yeah, because it's an American IPA. So
Well, aren't all IPAs American?
No.
Well, like New England IPA, West Coast IPA, those are all American. I don't know.
But the American IPA is a little different, where like the brewing process.
Okay.
And like where it's brewed and stuff like that. So
Learn something new every day.
So like a New England IPA is going to be more hazy and hit you in the face kind of thing.
Right.
Whereas a West Coast, it's more going to be like I don't want to say like weed forward, but it's like
hoppy forward.
When someone thinks of an IPA, it's what they think of.
Yeah. It's like extra hops and shit like that. Yeah.
More of like a light log, like a bit stronger than a lager, like right on the cusp of an IPA.
Okay.
So that's probably why you're like, this does not taste like an IPA.
So, I mean, honestly, yeah, it tastes more like a lager to me. So I don't see where you would say pool, because it feels a little heavier than I would want at the pool.
I would drink it at the pool because of the tropical flavors of it, like the fruit.
I'm saying I don't really taste the fruit
Unless,
that
of
much.
course, Ashley mixed up the beers, and this next one is the art car. Let's find out.
No, I've had the pale. I've had the American Pale Ale Dales before as well.
I don't
I'll
trust
know
the
it.
Dale.
Dale is dangerous. Listen, 6.5%. Oscar Blues Brewery. They have a Scotch beer that I tried before, and
A Scotch or a Scottish?
a
A
Scotch.
Scottish beer.
No, it was a Scotch brewer. Yeah, it was a Scotch. Like it had hints of Scotch or something like that. Like it was brewed with Scotch, and at least I think look it up. Oscar Brewery. Let's look it up. Let's look it up because I don't want to get this wrong. I'm on camera. I don't want to fuck this up.
The name of it?
Oscar Oskar. Excuse me. Blues Brewery. It's like a Scottish kilt can, and it's a Scottish. I want to say it's Scotch, that with hints of Scotch in it, is what I remember. If I'm remembering correctly, I could be wrong, but anyway.
A Scotch ale, Old Chub.
Yes, Old Chub. Thank you, Scotch ale. See, I wasn't wrong.
Okay, let me see.
I was right.
No, Old Chub is a Scottish strong ale,
Son
so
of
it's
a
not
bitch,
it's Scottish.
bro. This is gonna be.
Like, hold on.
This is gonna be the name of the show. Bree was right. This is just, it's been too many
Yeah,
times.
that
in
one
this.
had chocolate malts in it. Yeah, there's no.
Yeah.
There's no Scotch.
Anyway,
Anyway,
moving on. So
Dale's
Dale's
Pale
Pale Ale. Dale's Pale Ale. Damn it. No, but listen, Dale's Pale Ale. I've had this before. Listen, if you.
It's a piney caramel malt flavor. What you smelling?
There may have been a mix-up.
Yeah. Take a sip out of the St. Arnold.
Hold on. No.
Okay.
No. It was not a mix-up.
Take a sip. He said, "Hold on, I gotta check."
No, there was not. There was a mix-up.
I was right. I was like,
There was a
"There
mix-up.
ain't no way you're not tasting the
So.
fruitiness."
Yeah, it was a mix-up. All right, so this is actually.
Look at us, problem solving.
Listen, it's all going to solve itself out. You just drink it and figure it out later. Let God sort the bodies out.
Let go, let God.
So, Pale Ale, Dale's Pale Ale was third. And Dale's Pale Ale, I should have known that. Maybe that's why I wasn't really like, it didn't taste like
Yeah.
anything special. But I can tell with the Art Car IPA, like there's an aftertaste.
It's
There's like
still
a
an
really,
American
like-
pale ale. Like Dale and St. Arnold Art Car are both American pale ales. So
Yeah, but on the Art Car, there's more
there's
of an
more fruit.
aftertaste of a mix of whatever, fruits, apricots, I don't know, whatever.
Mango, fruity, tropical flavors. Yeah.
Sure.
Are you crazy? Give me that.
Here, drinking shit. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what apricots taste like. I don't know what mangoes and all that shit taste like.
This smells exactly like a fruity IPA.
Maybe my nose don't work because I don't smell a fruity IPA. No, I don't have COVID. That's crazy.
No, that's fruity as hell. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Well, then maybe I'm mixing them up again. I don't know. Listen, I just been drinking, all right? So sue me, all right? I'm bad at taste buds. My taste buds are all fucked up from all these beers and other things. And that was the beer flight of the night. And now it's time for my favorite, the beer goggles of the week. And first up, why is Shaq interrupting people? What is wrong with Shaq?
That's a superstar. That's a superstar.
Hello, Malika. Hello, Bob.
What's up, Bob?
Hold this, because I'm tired of Kendrick Perkins.
Hey, hold on. I'm good. This is how you talk, man. This is how you talk, man. That's my
appreciate you
favorite.
stopping by our set, and we're looking forward to being your teammate here coming up next year.
This is why I said their beef was Fugazi, because they're all basketball players. They all talk shit. They all be fucking, in cahoots and all that shit. And Shaq just proved it even more. But yeah, so Shaq just be doing whatever the fuck he want, man. Is Shaq okay? Like, cause this funny Marco clip is by far one of the funny Marco clips I've seen.
You own a Papa John's, right?
A couple of them.
I had a customer that had an incident with one of your pizzas. Pudgy, you don't mind coming in here? This is my fitness trainer.
What's up, Shaq?
How are you, sir?
Not doing too well.
What's going on?
I specifically asked for a single pie with extra pepperoni.
Yep.
They looked at me and said, "Shh," and gave me a veggie pie with extra vegetables. Said, "Get the out."
I tell you what, for that mistake, I apologize. You get free pizza the rest of your life. I can do that. Be honored.
Love you, Shaq.
All right,
Thank
love you too.
That's it? You're not gonna... That's it? You're not gonna give him heat for it? Huh?
You never break me, Marco.
Isn't that face a meme?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Because that's his signature. That's his signature face. Like he looks at people. So have you ever watched the Fern show where the dude from Hangover, the redheaded dude, the one that was like who let the dogs out? It's not a man purse. It's a satchel. I forget his name. It's Galifianakis or something like that.
Yeah, Galifianakis.
Galifianakis?
Yeah.
So he had a show called something about the ferns or something like that. And basically it's a show where he interviews people and says like the most disrespectful, funny shit, but he says it with a straight face. Oh. And they have to stay straight faced the entire interview. But it was a lot of like white people. No offense. It was a lot of white people, white actors, things like that. And Funny Marco kind of took that and ran with it, but with more so like hip hop, black actors, basketball players, and that face is the meme because after he says some wild shit or does some wild shit,
he'll stare at you.
That's always the face he makes, like stare at you. So yeah. So
you know who does that, but like for white women?
Bobby.
Chicken shop date. Have you seen that?
Who?
The girl that does like the chicken shop dates. She like just goes out to like chicken stores like and eats with the celebrities and just asks the wildest questions. Like she did one with Elmo.
So like the hot wings. So like the hot wings kind of thing.
Yeah, it's kind of like that, but like they're not hot wings. They're literally just eating chicken nuggets and French fries, and they're sitting in a chicken shop store. It's based in like England, and she just asked like the most outrageous questions. She was talking to Andrew Garfield once.
Oh, we have to get this on Beer Goggles because what? You've been
great.
holding out.
No, she also talked to Elmo once, and Elmo, and Elmo was like, "What's your 5-year plan?" And she said, "What's a 5-year plan?"
Wow,
it's great. It's
to
a great show.
Elmo, the Sesame Street.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was great. But anyway, I don't know what Shaq's doing.
Oh my God! At any rate, Jesus.
I feel like both of those were like obviously the last one's a bit. Like,
yeah, and they're all
but
bit.
I think
Yeah,
the first
yeah.
one was a bit too. Like I don't think he was being.
But that's what I'm saying. Like I think, I think that's what I was saying about like. Well, I don't know if you were here yet, but ESPN and TNT was having a little scuffle. Actually, you weren't here yet. ESPN and TNT were having a little scuffle because Barkley called Kendrick Perkins an idiot, and it was about like basketball views. And Perkins called him out, and Stephen A. called him out, and yeah, it was just. But I knew it was all Fugazi because they're all old and hurting when it walks, and they don't want to fucking fight for real. And then on top of that, like they all about to work with each other next year coming up with ESPN. They took over Inside the NBA, not TNT. They took over
I know that
Inside the
show you were
NBA.
really, really happy about, and now it's gone, and now you're sad.
And tennis is dangerous.
But she's missing sitters now, shots that she should make.
Oh, where did that go? That was violent. But thankfully, just straight up in the air. And that is just a warning for Andreeva.
Bruh.
We talked about this last week.
Yes, we talked about the when they freak out, but I've never seen anyone
Yeah.
literally hit a ball like it was going straight to the crowd.
Yeah. They
Like-
do that, like, not all the time. It's not like a normal thing, but the amount of compilations I've seen,
Right.
people doing that is crazy.
But that's what I'm saying. Like that just doesn't.
It gives privileged. It gives privileged, and like they don't think anything's bad's gonna happen to them. Because nothing's happened.
Because I mean, technically nothing does. But it's gonna be one day when they smack the shit out of a person with a tennis ball and concuss them, and we're all gonna respect tennis a lot more. And on top of that, they're gonna have to pay out the ass. They're gonna have to pay out the ass, and they're gonna have to start doing like baseball and hockey and football. Like if you get hit with a puck or a ball or things like that, you have to agree to a waiver before you walk into the stadium when you buy your tickets.
Yeah.
And they're gonna have to start doing shit like that because, bruh, what?
Yeah.
You hit me in the face with a fucking 70-mile-an-hour fucking tennis ball, I'm suing. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Anyway, and last but not least, on Beer Goggles of the week, fire the entire news station because why would you do this? Why? Just why?
Thunder clinging to this three-point lead. SGA the drive inside, shot blocked. Siakam throws it back.
Next on 21 Alive News, the man who was brutally beaten at Pike's Pub last week has come forward. Hear what he wants to have happen now. Also tonight, a big night for Pacer fans as Indiana is in the NBA Finals. We'll show you a local business who has seen a boost from the yes sirs.
And we could see a little fog overnight tonight. We'll have the very latest forecast coming up in a few minutes.
Thanks for staying up with us. I'm Amara Boss. Fort Wayne's most watched news start.
SGA guarded by Nimhard.
Oh, now you want to play the game, motherfucker? No. Oh my God. They
Drop the ball on that one.
I just, as a sports fan, and I was in Indiana, by the way. If I would have been in that city, I would have burned the news station down. You do not interrupt something like that. You wait for the commercial break. Yeah. Fire everybody. Channel 21, fire everybody. The producer, the cameraman, the fucking anchors. I don't care. Everybody got to go. The whole staff. Hire all college students.
The only time it's okay is if there's tornado or severe storm.
Nah, then you put the game in a smaller box. Okay, you put it in a smaller box. Yes, I understand my life is in danger, but I still want to see if SGA hit that shot or if Hali hit that shot. What the entire
fiddlesticks?
Fuck were y'all thinking? Because ain't no way that y'all thought that was a good idea. There's no way. Ain't no way. And that was Beer Goggles of the week because they had to be drunk because ain't no way, baby. And now it's time for the six-pack of the week. Let's start this off a little violent because we choose violence every day, okay? We choose violence every day. And this knockout was violent as fuck.
Let's look at it again here. Saragi's making the close. Boom! Oh, so short. Look how beautiful that is. Face plant.
Not gonna lie, when I first saw this video, I was like, where'd he hit him? I couldn't even see it.
The faceplant comment at the end was crazy. Oh my God. Anyway, bruh, that was nasty.
I couldn't even see where he hit him, I'm gonna be honest.
I can't believe
when I was watching the video, it looked like he just fell.
That's how quick and that's how great that punch was. Like, I don't think people understand about boxing. It's not about, a lot of times it's not about the big swing or the UFC. It's not about the big swing. It's just about connecting in the right spot. He hit him dead to right. Connor McDavid is unreal. This was the Florida Panthers gave it away shot.
But there are only 4 Edmonton Oilers in the offensive zone when this puck ends up in the net. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins left the zone because he broke his stick. But how about the play here by Connor McDavid? Right around Barkov, right around Ekblad, and he passes it right over to Draisaitl, and no chance for Bobrovsky.
You're going to see Evan Bouchard's reaction after this play goes in. Watch Bouchard. He can't believe it. I don't think anybody could believe it.
I can't see one of the players, but one of the Panthers players, it looks like he tried to get a tripping call. And I was like, when I was watching that, I was like, you could have like actually like gotten in his way, but instead you pretended to trip. Like
pretended to trip.
There was a part where
Bri, answer me this question. Bri, answer me this question. Okay. Real quick. Can you skate? Can you ice skate?
Yeah, I was an ice skater.
Backwards.
Yeah. That's that on that.
He crossed.
You don't know my lore.
He crossed the shit out that man. Okay, that is what we call in basketball being put in a blender. He put that man in a goddamn blender. That man lost his legs. There was that man died. He didn't try to. He wasn't trying to get a tripping call. He was trying to just stand up straight. He got crossed and put in a blender. I am sorry. There is no other explanation for that. Bruh.
The man's dead, Bri.
The man's dead. Have some respect. And speaking of respect, who knew Langford was a track star?
3 hits. Chopper left side of the infield. Way over in the hole. Caballero is sort of first, was offline. And Langford hurdles around it into first base.
The player did touch the bag, so the runner stayed.
You know where I saw this actually before you sent it to me?
I
saw it on TikTok, and
I'm mad at the first baseman. He could have got him, but he closed his eyes.
But I saw this video because there's a TikTok sound where they go, where it goes, and she was a fairy, and it like has like whimsical music in the background. And so when he jumped, he was a fairy.
Bri, you are killing my six pack right now. You are killing my six pack right now. You are killing my six pack right now with that. That is crazy.
But imagine, okay, rewatch it and think he was a fairy.
No, I'm not watching that. Oh my God.
That's my Gen Z in me, dude.
Oh my God. Speaking of being put in a blender, like I said earlier, SGA got put in a blender. This wasn't even the craziest part of the game, but this was like the start of the comeback. My man got put in the fucking blender.
Smith and Nimhard play catch.
Tyrese is not even the main ball handler at this point in time because the defense has been so aggressive.
Nimhard steps back, 3-pointer. Got a 3-pointer from Nimhard. It's a 3-point game with 1:59 remaining.
We all made the stank face watching that live. And if you say you didn't, you're a liar. Because all basketball players, shut up. All basketball fans, players, everybody was like, ooh. And SGA is like one of the best defenders on no, bro. That's not an easy feat to do. Speaking of not an easy feat, we got to talk about this one-on-one match for $100K. Did you hear about this? Of course not. Michael Beasley, I'm sorry.
Jordan,
was it Mike? No, Beasley. I was saying that right. Michael Beasley.
Well, you can't just say Michael B and then just sit there.
I was going to say, I burped. I'm sorry. Put your hormones away. Put your hormones away. Beasley and I forget this other fool. Stevenson. Thank you. Stevenson. Some of you had some, they had some like crazy interview, whatever. Everybody was talking about that. Why didn't I put that on Beer Goggles? That shit was just weird talk between two mentally unstable basketball players. But they played finally, and it was a one-on-one game. And Beasley, who I have said before, is talented beyond this world, and he just let outside shit fuck him up. But this motherfucker can play. They played to 31, and he beat him by 10 points. And a one-on-one, that's hard as hell to do, first off. Second of all, Bree's like, I don't know. Second of all, it was $100,000 on the line. $100,000 on the line. And I don't think Stevenson is broke. I don't think Beasley's broke. I just know that $100,000 is a lot of damn money. And losing that is crazy. But Beasley, I love seeing him play for Big Three. And I'm happy that he is getting that chance because, man, last but not least is the play that just... It's crazy that this happened again.
Easy spot on the floor to try to inbound it from Mike.
SGA has it. There's about a 9-second difference shot clock and game clock. Gilgeous-Alexander spins, pulls up, jumper. Off the mark, won't go. Rebound, Neesmith. The Pacers with a chance to win it. Final seconds, no fouls to give. Halliburton looking. Halliburton driving, pulls up, jump shot. It's good! It's good! With 0.3 of a second remaining. Timeout, OKC.
My God, man. That play, it was so crazy. That's not even the best play that he's had during the playoffs. And I'm almost sick of him, but I'm so happy that he's putting all that overrated bullshit to rest. And that was six-pack of the week. I'm sorry. Are we putting you to rest there, Bri? Now it's time for the conversations at the keg. Bri, are you ready to argue this fact?
Okay.
No, I'm just playing. So the courts...
Technically argue anything.
No, you can't. That's... What?
A debate class, man. Take one.
First off, who says I didn't?
Did you?
No.
Well,
but
no, of course not.
But don't assume that I didn't take a... Anyway, the courts awarded college players a big win in the NIL. Past and present. They now can be paid directly from universities. They were awarded over $2 billion in NIL money. And college universities can now play their players, directly.
Where's that money coming from?
What? What do you mean, where's it coming from?
Like, if the colleges are paying them directly.
From all of the memorabilia and all of okay, so...
In my mind, if I hear that as, okay, say I'm going into college.
Mm-hmm.
And I know nothing about the NIL or any of that shit.
Okay.
And I hear people that are playing at my school are getting paid more from the college. In my mind, I go, am I going to have to pay more in student loans to pay for these college athletes.
No.
That's where my mind went. 'Cause
Okay.
I was like, wait, where is this money coming from? Because if my student loans are going up, I'm not gonna go to college.
So first off, the cost of college probably will not be affected. Probably, I don't know, maybe, could be, but I don't think
Depends
that
on college, right?
one, yes. Two, the other money is going to be coming straight from the alumni. So the bigger the college is, the bigger the alumni, the bigger the checks.
So my rinky-dink college is nothing.
Yeah. UTD's not going to miss your money.
Do not go to UTD.
It was a joke. I'm sorry. I don't know which college you went to. It was just a joke. But no, so like this is a big step for players that were not paid before, like the Reggie Bushes, the Baker Mayfields, that weren't paid over the table. They were paid under the table. Let's be real. And that's why Reggie had Heisman and trophies pulled away from him and stuff like that. But let's just be real, right? This is an underbelly thing that we've been hiding in college football and basketball and other sports for so long. And now it's like, all right, fuck it. Let's just make it a business. Does this change the feel of college sports, though? Because to me, a person who fell in love with college sports because it felt like they had the passion, they had the want to be professional. Now, I don't know if I was a kid going to college, I don't think I would ever leave.
Yeah.
Because if
Redshirt me for 2 years, I don't care.
Yeah, like if I'm going to make $5 million, or I don't think it's going to be that much, but let's say if I'm going to make $1 million.
If I'm the best player on my team.
Oh, if you're the best player on your team, you're making probably fives to tens of millions of dollars.
Yeah, so redshirt me my first 2 years.
But if you're the best player, you got to play. See, this is where it's two sides. It's two sides of the coin. So one, people are going to be upset because college kids are making more money than adults and blah blah. But to me, it's kind of like, all right,
college
well,
kids also don't know what to do half the time with their money. They're gonna
grown-ups don't know what to do with their money.
Exactly, they're not going to. And like, what are they gonna do with this money?
College is meant for what? When you grow, when you went to college, what did your parents tell you college was about?
My parents are teachers. So
What did your parents tell you college was about?
Getting ready for the real world.
Right. So
it wasn't about having fun.
It wasn't about having fun, right? It's about
this much money. I'm gonna have so much fun.
But again, too much fun will ruin you, right?
Yeah.
Too much of anything will kill you, will ruin you, right? That is the real world. College is supposed to do what? Prepare you for the real world. So my thing is it's that side of the coin where it's like we can't babysit these grown adults. Because listen, if a draft started today, all college kids would be up for grabs.
Yeah.
If they can vote Trump, Kamala, whoever you wanted to vote for, Dem, Republic, whoever you want to vote for, whoever, you can do that as of 18. So we trust them to vote, but we don't trust them with money?
I wouldn't trust an 18-year-old with $5 million.
Not all of them are getting $5 million. I promise you. There's not very many that are getting $5 million. And
$100.
Huh?
I wouldn't trust an 18-year-old with $100.
Why not? You trust them to drive?
No, I don't.
So here's the thing. Here's the skepticism thing, right? Like, yes, I get that. I totally understand that. I'm not going to trust my nephews with my life driving. But they're going to drive.
Yeah.
I wouldn't trust my nephews or cousins with my money, but they make money. And they're going to spend money how they feel fit. I don't trust my cousins or my nephews with condoms, but they can reproduce. And they're going to fuck like rabbits, like we used to do when we were fucking 18. I don't understand why all of a sudden when there's a dollar sign added to irresponsibility, we get all bent out of shape. Because here's the thing. If you look at it, you're going to make mistakes regardless. Yeah. You could be broke making mistakes. You could be rich making mistakes. Either way, you're making mistakes.
But money can get you out of mistakes.
Money can get you out of mistakes. Money can also make your mistakes deeper than hell. So let them figure it out, because that is the real fucking world. That's the real world. And here's the thing is, if they join the military, they get paid in the military. Nobody bats an eye. You know why? Because it's not a lot of money.
Yeah.
But you're trusting an 18-year-old with his life to go overseas, or you're trusting an 18-year-old to go to basic training and go to boot camp and go to tech school, all these things, and get paid and not have any bills, and nobody bats an eye because it's not $1 million, which is backwards as shit, but whatever. It's not $1 million, not $100,000, not, fives and tens of millions of dollars. I get it. I understand that. Where the money will come from, back to your other side. The money will come from the fools like me who pay for tickets. The fools like me. Yeah, the fools like me who pay for memorabilia, who pay for merch, who pay for jerseys, who pay for sweatshirts, who pay for sneakers with the designs of my favorite schools on them. I didn't go to OU.
You had shoes with OU on them?
Yes. I didn't go to Oregon. My son didn't go to Oregon. My son loves Oregon because
Of that
Nike,
duck.
because of the duck,
Love that duck.
and because of their designs. They're probably the best, one of the best schools out there as far as their sneaker designs, jersey designs, just like their whole designs. My son loves them. My son may not even ever touch the campus in Oregon, but he gonna buy Oregon clothes. He gonna buy Oregon shit. We're going to fund it. The kids that go to that school are not going to fund it. So I don't think they will, especially for the big universities. Now, for the smaller universities, for the smaller UNTs, which still, I mean, Sam Houston States, I don't think they're going to pay for that shit either. 1, boosters. 2, alumni. And 3, motherfuckers that donate and throw parties and shit like that. Like, all that shit is going to count. And people are still going to go to those games, right? And they're still going to be faithful to those teams. Will it take a hit in the beginning? Maybe. Because of the same question you have. Well, why is my money going to the da-da-da?
I don't talk like that.
Why is my money going to the... But... Sorry, Bri. I've been telling you you're right the whole show. Let me throw my jabs. Anyway, no, I do think that I think that it's funny to me because when the university is getting our money and using our money however they see fit, it's not a problem because they're adults.
No, I still have a problem with that. Why is university so expensive?
But that's what I'm saying. So my thing is why are we so hellbent? The cool thing to me, I think though, is the past players getting paid their just due, because I do think that it's unfair that Reggie Bush got his trophy stripped. He got, which whatever. We all still remember him as the fucking GOAT as far as running backs go in college at USC and things like that. Nobody can ever take those moments away. But it's the fact that they took the awards away and things like that. OJ, rest his soul, went to jail behind shit like that. He did. He robbed somebody in Vegas to get his trophies back because he was broke. Whatever. The glove don't fit. He must have quit. Yeah, the glove don't fit. You must have quit. OJ
did it. Who said that?
Maybe. We don't deny that, but we needed a win at that time. So, and I say we because we're here. Anyway. Oh my God. I do think it's cool though that the past players, not all past players, but I think it's 2014 or 16 and up get their just due as far as money. Universities have been making billions with a B again, billions, maybe even trillions of money off the backs of players. Say what you want. I get it. Not all sports are equal. 1,000% agree. But like ESPN's now covering lacrosse. ESPN has been in the softball world. ESPN is covering baseball now for college baseball. There's money in those TV deals that we're not even talking about.
You know, I worked with ESPN in college.
So you know.
I know that. Yeah.
So this is what I'm saying. I don't think that's why I think that one, like your question about, well, is it going to go to the students? No, I don't think it's going to go to the students. I think the money's been made. $2 billion to them is probably shit. $2 billion to them is nothing. It's us. It's money to us. We ain't ever seen no money like that. But the NCAA's been making $2 billion a year for years.
Now my question is also is it just going to be like the main sports?
No, so how it is it's allocated. Obviously, football is the big breadwinner.
Mm-hmm.
Basketball's next.
Because I'm just saying the cheer teams and like
they deserve to get paid too. Like soccer.
They provide bank for their schools, but they don't get anything out of it. So
all athletes should be I believe, if I'm not mistaken, all athletes will get paid. Now, how much obviously weighs on the sport. Yeah. Soccer is a big college sport, and it brings a lot of alumni out. So maybe that money will start trickling down more towards both male and female sides of it. Because let's be honest, women's soccer been kicking men's soccer ass for a long time in America. But football is going to get a big chunk of it because that's our sport. That's our country pastime now, right? Basketball is next because March Madness is a golden goose. And I don't know. I just feel like we just have a problem with it. It's no fun when the rabbit has the gun. I think that's what the problem is, because we want our institutions to feel institutionalized until we pull the cover back and realize that kids aren't actually eating at night, when they're a student athlete. They're not able to function because they're at practice at 5 a.m, 6 at night, things like that. And they're struggling to write these college essays that you want them to fucking write for their finals and midterms and shit like that. But then we get mad at them for picking easy courses to pass. Yeah. Well, I mean, my brain is mush from practice, from getting hit in the head football-wise every damn day, lacrosse-wise. But you picked fucking general studies. Come on, man. We have to. You can't play that side of it. You know what I'm saying? To me, I feel like you gotta be. At the end of the day, these are young humans. They're young adults. Let's stop treating them like babies and let them fuck it up. Listen, if they're gonna be a fuck up, they're gonna be a fuck up regardless. Ryan Leaf was the number 1 draft pick. In the NFL. Number 1 or 2. Supposed to be no. I'm showing my age. Oh. This is a while ago. But Ryan Leaf, everybody knew. Drug addict, alcoholic, issues, right? Paid him all that money. How much does he have it now? And he was drafted. So it's a problem when we do that for a grown man who's 2 years removed from college. But it's not a problem when we let them freshmen walk into money. That just doesn't seem right to me. And listen, if they're going to be a success story, they're going to be a success story regardless. If they're going to be a failure, they're going to be a fucking failure regardless. End of the story. I'm off my soapbox. And that was Clearly, we have too much fun on this show. We are not doing that part of the show. That was Conversations at the Keg. I'm off my soapbox. And Bri is now family. Bri is allowed at the cookout because she just be doing shit behind the camera. She just does that shit to fucking throw me off, by the way. This is some bullshit. No, but this is...
You're going to hear me mumbling while you're talking.
This is Beer 30, Sports O'Clock, and Bri was right. Free yourself of pain, anxiety, and sleepless nights. and do it naturally. CBD House of Healing only carries products from their lab, made to meet the highest quality and purity standards. Find your relief from the aches and pains, the emotional stress and drain, and sleep again. Shop online at cbddallas.com or in person and grab a slushie at 8550 Plano Road, Suite 100, Dallas. Begin your healing at the House of Healing.
This is a Stolen Water Media production.